we don't feel uncomfortable thinking, mom's home alone, she's 91, is she going to be okay? We know that, there's nursing staff on site, her meals are provided, she's got a warm, safe place to live.
Hi, I'm Agnes Stawicki, Managing Editor with Comfort Life. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading retirement communities and care providers to uncover insights to community lifestyle, care, culture, and leadership. This includes insights from residents, family members, and administration. This is the Comfort Life Insider Perspective.
The staff, really, really, really good staff. My mother really has a feeling of being cared for and loved. She's always hugging the staff and telling them she loves them, and they tell her back they love her. And when I talk to her on the phone or go visit, I'm constantly hearing stories about the nice things that the staff have done for her, or I saw so and so in the hallway, and they were asking about this and that, and they really are wonderful people. My mother's favorite staff person is Karen, the social director. She and my mom seem to have a bond that is very strong. Also Pat, the lady that takes care of rentals, she's been very good to us. I can reach out to either of them anytime I have a question or a concern, and they're always good about responding, either phoning me or emailing me, texting me to keep in touch. Karen and Pat have been, stable people there the whole time Mom's been there. So that's good to have that connection with them. I feel I know them and they know me and Mom. So my mother was very touched that Karen came to my dad's funeral when he passed away. Mom moved in just before Dad passed away. He was sick in the hospital, and my mother was, new to Harvest. She had only been there 3-4 weeks when my dad passed, and Karen came to the funeral, and that really touched my mother. Karen also knows my mother's favorite music, and so anytime they have any kind of function with music, Karen makes sure that her favorite song is played, and she looks over at my mom, and my mom's dancing, and little touches like that mean a lot. My mother's very happy with her suite. When she first moved in, it was on a potentially temporary situation. And so it was decorated lovely. My mother and I both have the interest of decorating houses. So she was very impressed how beautifully it was decorated. Pat had taken care of that. I had talked to her prior and kind of told her Mom's taste, and my mother was so pleased. And so when it was decided Mom was there to stay, and we started buying her own furniture, we pretty much replaced item for item what had put in there on a temporary basis. She liked it so much. So yeah, she's very happy with her suite. And Pat often used it as a showroom that she'd bring potential clients around to show off. And my mother was so thrilled to think that, that hers was the showpiece. The amenities, my mom enjoys the entertainment, which is now just gradually starting to come back. The movies and the live entertainment in particular, she enjoys. Well, as I said, she moved in shortly before my dad passed away. So I certainly can't imagine her being at home alone in their house, having to make meals for herself, not having that social life around. And that was by far the best move for her. And she mentions it often that She would rather be home with my dad, which is understandable. But considering in the circumstances, she's very, very happy to be where she is. And if she wants to be with other people and watch a movie or be involved in activities, then she has that option. And if she just wants quiet time sitting up in her apartment, then she has that option too. It's perfect for her. We're very, very happy that we have Harvest Crossing in our little town. Again, the staff, just very caring people, all of them. Just really, I think they really screen their employees well. They just seem to be all very, very nice people and very caring and loving. Well, just the relief of knowing she's cared for. There's people on staff 24/7. If she needs them, she pushes her button and she does that. She doesn't say, "Oh, I don't want to bother them" or something. She does push her button when she needs assistance. So it's very reassuring to know that there's people there if she needs them. They are making her meals that, she doesn't go down for breakfast. She does her own thing in her apartment, but for other two meals. So yeah, it's just reassuring. My husband and I spend most winters, not this past winter, but most winters in Florida.
Mhm.
And my brother's around for most part, but if he decides to go somewhere for a while too, we don't feel uncomfortable thinking, mom's home alone, she's 91, is she going to be okay? We know that, there's nursing staff on site, her meals are provided, she's got a warm, safe place to live where she's happy with her friends. Well, do your research, look around at several places till you find a place that you're happy with and that your mom or dad is happy with. You want them to feel comfortable and safe in their new surroundings. So we were lucky, as I said, that my in-laws had already been there and we knew it. And so when they had a place for mom to move in right away, it worked out great for us. We didn't search around anymore. We moved her in right away. So I would say if your family member is looking for a safe, clean, hospitable place for your loved one, it's perfect. It's perfect. My mother's very happy there. When we first proposed this idea to my mother about, you and dad had talked about moving to a retirement home. He's in the hospital now and maybe for a while. Why don't you give it a try? We hate to think that you're sitting home alone worrying about dad. Why don't we move you in there on a temporary basis and see how you like it? Maybe you'll want to stay and maybe you won't. Let's just give it a try. And she was nervous, as you can imagine. They had lived in their own home together for 40 years, something like that. So it was a big, big move for her. Um, and she said, I'm kind of shy. I don't know if I'm going to know anyone or make friends or how this is going to work. And I said, well, why don't I spend the first night with you, put you at ease? She said, no, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay for that. But I said, I'll be over first thing, your first morning there and, check on you kind of thing. So I went to see her first morning and she said, oh, she didn't tell me this. We were walking down the hall together and she was walking up to perfect strangers going, hello, I'm Marie. What's your name? And putting out her hand. I just looked at her. I was shocked. Oh my gosh. And, thinking back, my dad was always the more social one. He always did the grocery shopping for them and all the errands downtown, and she was the homebody. And this kind of forced her to open up, be more sociable, and meet people and talk to more people. She's like a social butterfly there. Like everybody knows her. And yeah, It's really tough when I come in with an armload of groceries with her, walking down the hall because she knows everybody and she's got to stop and talk to everyone. I'm going, Mom, these are kind of heavy. Well, it wasn't very difficult. Mom liked the look of the place. They were accommodating as far as being able to offer furnishings right off the bat on kind of a trial basis. That certainly made things easier than moving her things in there and then a month later deciding, no, this isn't for me and having to move it back out. So that was a big plus. And yeah, they just made everything quite easy. It was decorated really nice, nice and modern and painted nice colors. And the dining room was attractive and the lobby and the bistro and having balconies. It's always nice to have outdoor space. For a while, we could only do balcony visits other than phone calls. And she lives on the third floor, but she'd come out in her balcony and I'd be down below. And your neck gets sore pretty quickly, but well, Pat made everything very easy as far as all the paperwork. She sat down and explained it to my brother and I and Mom about what the paperwork was all about, and we signed off on it. And then we were given a date that we could move her, and yeah, that was pretty straight. I don't think so. I don't think so. We're happy with how everything's gone and the situation. What would I tell myself? Just there are places out there that will make your mom happy, and go find it. And yeah, it's always hard to move out of your home where you've lived for a long, long time. But knowing that it could be temporary if that's what she wanted, that helped a lot. That helped a lot. So I said, Mom, let's move you in and let's just see how it goes. And if you're not happy, it's no big deal. She had that option that we'd move her back home and, maybe try Meals on Wheels or having PSWs come in to check on her or help with the house cleaning or whatever. But she moved fairly easily. I think because my brother and I were both convinced it was the right move for her, that she went ahead with it. And yeah, it didn't take her long. After a day or two, she said, yeah, I really like it here. This was the right thing to do. I'm not saying she doesn't miss her house. We still drive by the house and she gets teary-eyed. Of course, it's natural. But no, she knows she's in the right place. And
For more information about this community, you can visit their profile at comfortlife.ca.